T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing Perfect Effect Jetpower Revive Prime. I think this is my first Perfect Effect review. But anywho, if you remember that Voyager class Optimus Prime that they made a couple years ago to fit inside of the Titans Returns trailer, basically that's what this core robot is, but he's been repainted and redesigned a little bit. And the armor they gave him armor to resemble Jetfire's remains from Revenge of the Fallen, that movie. But just imagine if instead of him dumping Jetfire's body parts in the desert, he actually used it and reconfigured it to be his trailer slash armory right there, like his jetpack and armor. And this is what you would get. This mode I call the display only mode because his articulation is severely lacking compared to the core robot. The core robot is love. It is magnificent. But this is what it looks like from the back. Things are so adjustable. You can move the wings up and down right here. You can move that in. You can move this back like that. Move that back like that. And I'm happy that you can do this. I'm happy that I looked this guy up because I couldn't remember the name. I got this from my friend Joe, and he's letting me review it. So thank you, Joe. I had to look up things to remember what it was actually called because the instruction manual sucks. They don't show you a lot of things. They don't show you how he's supposed to hold the gun. There's a whole little hovercraft mode that this thing turns into, and they show it. They show you how to peg him to it, but they don't show what it even looks like or how to configure it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to guess, or I'm just gonna leave that out completely and recommend you go watch someone else because I don't want to drive myself crazy. I'm just finding out that this thing pegs underneath of his arm, and I'll show you when I'm taking it out. But I had it in his hand and it was extremely loose. He could not hold that. But yeah, let me just show you the articulation. Articulation on the head, spec-frickin-tacular. I guess they did that purposely for flying poses, but it could have been like that on a previous version of this mold. But the head just does every and anything that you need it to do. The arms in this mode have one click that way, maybe two if you force it, and you bump right there. You have to have the arm straight in order to get the arm straight out. So because of the way the arms are designed, there's no real outward motion, unfortunately. These armor pieces on the legs and shoulders do not want to stay on him, and in fact the backpack, it's clipped in good in the front, but the way it clips on right here in these two little plastic pieces on both sides, that's not good. I think they should have had some type of peg system that actually pegged the backpack in. I don't like that. And when you're articulating the legs, you definitely got to make sure you grab it a certain way, or you're going to just pull the armor right off the legs, and that sucks. I'm going to be honest with you. And when I looked this up and I saw what the price was, I was like, holy moly, I would be disappointed. So I'm hoping Joe got a cheaper price, and Extra Zero just recently got this. So it does look nice. So maybe they're happy. But this is basically a chug figure. This would be a leader class figure if Hasbro released it. Maybe it's a little bit bigger, so they might put it in the commander class. I don't know. Let me continue the articulation. It does rotate at the waist, but of course it's going to bump after a while. You lift it up, that ab crunch, and you can still have access to that a little bit. You can't really see it because his gut design is so huge. Legs kick all the way out to the side. The skirt thing you have to add hinders his upward motion. He does still have thigh swivel. He does still have access to his double jointed knees that bend very tightly, but you're probably only going to get about 90 degrees. This swings back and forth like this, and it does have ankle pivot. Be careful, because I'm feeling it coming apart already. The wrists rotate and the fingers do move. I'll show that more. There's a swivel right here and above the elbow, and this arm does come up 90 degrees. So there you go with that. All right, here he is next to Siege Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. You can see he's taller. One thing that I wish with these leader class figures, so-called leader class figures, I wish they would give them bigger platform feet. Like, they'll give them this extra platform to make them taller and try to make them beefed up and whatnot. But I wish they changed it to make them actually friggin' taller. Those little platforms don't make them taller like the leader classes we used to have. But yeah, there you go. That here he is next to Commander class Jetfire and Voyager class Starscream, which feels very light compared to the other two bots I put up here. So yeah, he's roughly current day leader class size, basically. Somewhere in between leader and commander. Height wise, he's very below commander class, but he's still taller than the current day leader. Let's start disengaging all this stuff. We could take this off, which just ports to the side through this little peg system right there. Do that over here. This axe, which is nicely painted and whatnot, it just goes into the bottom of his hand. So the thing is underslung weapons with this guy. This goes into the hand, plus it pegs in right here the same way. There's a little open peg right under there. The legs, look how easy this just comes off. I hate it, to be honest. When it's not supposed to do that, and this is just on by like a friction clip system, that just keeps coming loose the whole entire time. But what you're really supposed to do is disengage that, get that out of the way. And I'm going to pull this back some and lean the leg back, because there is a clip that fits under here unsecurely and a peg that goes into the foot right there. This crotch piece comes off the front. These just come off. They come off the whole time you're trying to articulate the shoulders. This lifts up right there, and this like slides off of the sides right there. These two things right there need to slot on the side things right here. Finally, the hands. These port into his little fist hole right there, and these are his actual fist. So I was shocked to find that out, that you have to pop his fist off to put those on, and that was crazy to me. And yeah, this came up for whatever reason, but let's put that down. His crotch is actually backwards. Let's squeeze everything down and rotate the legs. So you got to turn his crotch around backwards and rotate his legs around backwards in order to get that look. But this robot right here, I am all for the robot that's inside. I mean, he could have used bigger heels, which he doesn't actually have. But I haven't, if you put it right, I haven't had any problems getting him to stand up. But this is what he looks like. They gave him that, what is it? Dark of the Moon type abs right there. The windows are more like the movie, whatnot. They're coming out with a second version of this guy that looks more G1. I'm not sure if it's going to have the doors right there or whether they're changing that design up to look more like the one that was supposed to look like Genrai. But yeah, in this mode, he has way more shoulder range right there to go all the way out, and I like that. So yeah, and if you want, you could even pull this panel down and have the arm like this. This reminds me of, there is a Transformers Robots in Disguise figure from the 2001 Robots in Disguise, or car robots that had arms like this, but they couldn't do this. It's one of those construction dudes. But the only thing sucks is this is really tight and it doesn't move with this, as you can see. And he has ratchets here, and I didn't mention this ratchet right there. Strong. They did that on purpose so that gun won't weigh it down. He does have an ab crunch. In this mode, his legs can kick up way more than 90, and you get full range of that double jointed knee. Love it. And let me try to get the pose that I got with him, like as soon as I open this guy up. I love this. This is freaking awesome. And let me let you see that the fingers do open up. They're 5mm ports, but the fingers do open up. And you can take these guns that was on his arms and make him hold them. You have to squeeze this very hard for him to hold that secure at all, because he does not want to grab it secure, to be honest with you. That's one downside. He looks cool and looks awesome. He's nicely painted, but he does not want to hold these arms. Those guns. And of course, you still have access to this axe, which pretty much looks like the movie style axe, especially right there. But yeah, very cool, very awesome. I like the way they did his backpack, and everything's nice. Ankle pivot, I didn't mention that. The toe comes all the way down like that. And yeah, I think I showed everything that I need to show. Here he is next to Starscream, so you can see he is still actually Voyager class. Here's Megatron. Here's freaking Ironhide. So yeah, he's still a good height. Alright, through some miracle, I was able to decipher this situation. This is the gun. I didn't change anything about it. This is the backpack. Only thing I'm gonna do, no, I'm gonna leave this like here. This. Only thing I had to do was take this part that went over his chest, folded that up, folded that up. These move, by the way. He has these two ports right here, and he has these two pegs right there, and he has this handle right here. Lift that up. We need to groove these in here while making this part fit in between there. So I'm gonna put this into here, and I just did this before I was filming, and now we have this. So they call this, what do they call this? High mobility mode. What you're supposed to do is put his foot into there, get him posed up. So it's almost like they took elements from what Hasbro was doing and then they made it their own. Like Power to Primes, Titans Returns, and this now Siege. And they decided to make it their own. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Power to Primes, Optimus Primal has a flying sled like this, and all the armor stuff. And the original idea came from Titans Returns, and the armor up thing, that's really an old gimmick, but that's the ongoing gimmick for Siege Leader class. Alright, now bear with me while I fumble through this. Do that, do that. Now we're gonna detach this, bring that out, detach that, bring that out like that. But this is on like a friction connection again, kinda gets in the way. We need to detach this right here, like in the center, rotate it like that, kinda rotate it up. Let's get this stuff out of here. All right. Actually, now get this one out. All right. Now kind of get this straight while bringing this way and bringing this way. So have them down like that. Now we bring this down. There's a little tab there and a opening right here. Angle this down and port that onto there like that. Angle this down, port it like that. These feel, it feels like an official product, let me just say that. Now this portion right here, to let you see this, there's like a little soft clip point when you make him into this jetpack mode. But taking this apart from being a trailer, like figuring out what I needed to fold, it came to me natural. So it is intuitive, but trying to remember the steps to bring it back, I am having to look at the instruction manual. Do everything that I just did. Shove them together and put them in this orientation right there. We need to bring this out here like this. Rotate these in this orientation. And basically this is clipped to here. Start basically unfolding. Make sure the missiles come between or behind this right here. These stickers aren't on the official product because this isn't an official product. Now open this up. Open this up like that. And they show that the guns fit into these two ports right there with this. So let's see if I can get them into, because I don't believe they weren't in here when Joe gave it to me. So I'm gonna try to get them in here. Good night. I can't even hold it. Where's the other one? Oh, it's in Optimus's hand. So let's see if that works out. If I can actually shut this. Looks like it's working out. And they do specify that you want to have the pegs sticking straight up. Now we take this crotch part, and if I didn't show this off, these skirts do get out the way. And we're supposed to port that to this right here. So let's see. Oh, here we go. There are two square ports right there. And now we're supposed to put this in here and lift this up in this orientation. So that looks good to go. This thing, the wheels can unfold right there. We bring this down. We start unclipping this. So yeah, does this peg to anything? I'm not saying that, but we're supposed to take this and port it Now we take the shoulder pad. It doesn't look like it matters which shoulder pad. Just open it up. This square peg right here needs to plug into one of these ports. So I'm gonna port that there and have it in that orientation. And now this, we are supposed to peg this into that slot there. So this one, it does matter, and we need to spin this around so that it will look like a door right there. So that's one side done. Open that up. I'm gonna swing the wheels up like this. Start taking that off. Open that up, rotate that around. But start unfolding this up right there. Now I want this to clip together right there, but I think it's gonna have to clip into something else. I'm gonna take this. These are kind of difficult to tab to me. But there we go with that. I'm gonna take this and clip it onto here. All right, okay. So now we take this jetpack portion and we're supposed to line everything up. Holes right there, 3 pegs right there. Line everything up together. This is reminding me of Power to Prime's Optimus's trailer, except way more parts coming apart. I don't think Prime's trailer came apart at all. So yeah, now we do the same thing over here. Okay, now I guess nothing's pegging together down here, so that's unfortunate. And now we take this and peg this together some type of daggone way. The instructions are like, yeah, you figure it out. You're doing good. You're smart. Oh, I see. We just need to look like we line all this up and wrap this onto these pegs right here. So line it up, and then these 2 pegs go into these right there. Come on, you. Line you up and get these in there. Sheesh. Just fiddle with it because these panels are coming out of whack. Luckily I can get my finger in there. I just made this out of whack, unfortunately. Come on, you. But stick your finger in there and mess with these panels. If you're still watching this, thank you so much. There is a little nub that's supposed to stop it from doing this, but those nubs don't do anything. And now we pull this thing down to be the trailer hitch. Spudgers. They're on Amazon. I'm gonna put a link in the description. I have an Amazon storefront. If you want to help me out, buy some stuff off of that, and it helps my channel out. These spudgers are like 10 in a pack for $6. It's not like the G1 trailer where this comes out or anything else comes out. That's just a trailer with no support until you put Optimus on it. Finally, though, before we transform Optimus, this is supposed to clip down here. somehow. I see that peg, and there's 2 peg holes right there. I'm gonna pick this one, and yeah, oof. Now everything is in this trailer except Optimus, who is right here. And let's get to transforming him. So, what we want to do, we want to bring this down. Bring that down. Kind of open that up, get it out of the way. Unpeg this. And let me let you see this. If his ab crunch is moving freely like this, you don't have it clipped together. It's not supposed to do that. And I'm gonna open this up and open that up. Put that like that. Rotate the whole body around. Rotate the arms around like this. Rotate the fist in like this. The shoulder joint, ratchet it down beside his head. Keep getting this out of the way and peg that over there like that. But now we can bring the arm in more like this. So bring the arm up like that. Rotate this, bring the fist in, bring that in. And now rock this joint down. And it's a little gap that holds onto this right here. These don't clip together just like the trailer. I don't really like that. I wish there was a peg that would make them come together. Rotate. Don't clip these on yet. Rotate the smokestacks up into this orientation and plug them in right there. Rotate it up, plug it in right there. Now we can shove this together. Bring this down like that, and now we can bring the face of the truck down to peg into the 2 ports right there. On either side. Now the cab is done. The legs. Bring the feet down like this. Open this up. Bring the knee down. Elongate, because there's another hinge right there. Kind of rock the knee all the way down. It's stuck. Come on now. Like, pull that out. All right. Once you pull this hinge out of the blue part right here, we can get access to these canisters. And now we can rock the whole leg cover, or the blue part of his leg, up to here. And do the same thing over here. Open that up. Detach it from the knee. Detach that gray joint right there. Clear the canister. Bring the canister up. Rock the leg into here. Bring it all the way up. Bring the canister up so the canister can clip into that. Make the canister clip into that. Peg the legs together. And boom. Bring the feet into an orderly position. And he is a truck. Feeling like something ain't right. No, there we go. It's good now. It's rolling. So that's good. It becomes a small truck. Here you are with this. So it's smaller than Voyager class Optimus, but he does have this over thing right there. If you didn't have this overhang, they will be about the same size. Since I have them here, let's go ahead and transform G1 Optimus. So, yeah. He's about the same size as G1 Optimus. G1 is a little bit taller, but from here to here, this one's longer because he has longer feet. But now, there's a port right here. You take that pig, put it into there, and now he has his trailer. You can turn about that far and that far before scraping. It does still have weapons ports right there, like Power Master Optimus Prime. So if you wanted to, you could have had those 2 guns he carries. You could have left them out to put them there. Maybe that's what Joe was doing. Let's see. Yeah, 5mm port gun sitting there. And yeah, there are no other ports. Oh no, wait, I'm lying. There's some ports up here. So if you want to put Battle Masters or something on him, there you go. But I'm noticing that, you know what, I think I'm lying. This clips together. So that does clip together to keep that shut. If anybody was about to complain about that. Well, yeah, this video is kind of unorthodox. I don't plan on cutting a lot of that stuff out, and you're at this point, so you notice me not cutting a lot of stuff out. Sorry. I like it. It becomes a cool little truck. I definitely like this component, the main Optimus component of all this. I like some of the weapons he has, but I hate that it barely holds it. That right hand was holding it better than the left hand. So it's cool that they gave him the ability to open up the fingers to be more dynamic, but maybe they should have, since the hand's detached, they should have put in some other hands that just hold the guns. Extra Zero didn't mention that when I was talking to him about it, because he was like, they don't look like it, but the hands open up, so I'm guessing he doesn't come with any extra hands. If they do, let us know in the comments. I don't feel like asking Joe right now. It's late. But anyway, cool. I don't know whether I will want to pay for this full price just for this trailer right there. The Optimus I love, but the combined mode was basically just display only, and I'm not a display only type of guy. That's why I'm giving that rating. If you loved everything about what it looked like, then by all means grab this. But I love posability, and sometimes I grade action figures on that alone, me being able to actually play with them. And with all that stuff on, it was definitely hindered. So just keep that in mind if you like the powered up mode, that you're not going to be posing him all over the place. But anywho, thank y'all for watching. Until next time, T-Man 978 out of here. I'm not out of here yet. Here's a Legends class car. They're in scale with this, so that's cool. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.